Hello, everybody. I assume people are here. Takes the YouTube stream a good 30 seconds to like 2 minutes sometimes to update, so. Yeah, there you are. Good chat over here. Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. Last time we left off, and there was an artifact site coming up. So that may or may not be all of stream today. I did, yeah. Here we are. Here and see everything. Alright, that's good. Because I did mute the mic initially, which I remember to change when I also got rid of the starting soon text. Do we only have one drone? We only have one drone. Okay. Crew, speaking of, you are no longer wounded. I'd like the exosuit. I don't even... Pretty much anyone here. Did that do what I wanted? Oh. It's the track. What I wanted was this. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what you're doing here. Oh, you're supposed to be down here, I guess. Yeah, because you have the exosuit. I need you somewhere in the middle of the craft. I believe Obus Novus was our previous exosuit. There were 6 DPLs waiting for him, so we'll see if you have a better fate this time. Equipment-wise, artifact site, do we have enough house weapons? I know we made a bunch more, but I don't remember. We did make a bunch more. We just barely have enough ammo. Well, we technically have enough ammo. That's fine. We have no stun weapons, I think. Nope, we have 13 of the thermal tasers. So we're in decent shape. Okay. We also barely have enough... we barely have enough to use sonic cannons here. We probably need a 50-50 split. Because if it's lobsters, I'm gonna want to try... How do I want to handle this? So the problem is I don't know the race of each mission before going into it, and you want different weapons for each mission. I'm really tempted to give people 2 guns, put them overweight, and then drop the one that we don't need on the floor. That seems like the best decision right this second. No skill, just luck. I mean, it'll get you pretty far. Funny enough, that is actually how you get skilled in XCOM. At least in this version, because you have to hit shots, which means getting lucky, but then once you hit enough shots, you get more stats to hit more shots. I guess there's something that could be said about that for real life, too. Okay, but with my initial... Oh, hold on, did I purchase... Are there more die grenades? There are plenty more die grenades. What do we need? 36? I expect it's gonna be nighttime. So what we're gonna do is this... So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this, too, because we're gonna want... Are we gonna need to reload before the second layer? Because if I am going to burn through ammo, the sonic cannon's going to be the biggest deal. Well, actually, I guess that's not entirely true. The damage output per shot is significantly higher than Gauss. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I might just leave it like so. Wow. Shooting accuracy? Making a D100 a D20? That's supposed to be making a D100 roll on a D20 or something like that? Or do I not understand? Why did I do that? There you go. Here's your second gun. Okay, most of you have your equipment set up already, so I'm just going to... I thought you died. No, it was the other guy at the end of the mission. You still have Gauss. I've gotten Sonic since last you were on a mission. Somehow your weight is really bad. Yeah, okay, so we're doing this. Do you have good time units? Just XCOM skill making dice rolls more likely to happen in your favor. That is not what I wanted. I wanted stats. This button, this button. Oh, I said reducing the range of... Yeah. Okay, now that makes a little more sense. Reducing the range of randomness is what I assume you're going for. You only have... No, wait. That's with the nerf from the suit, I think. So that's not bad. You actually have decent time units. Okay. So in that case, take this guy. Is this useful? No. You should just carry both of these. I really want to give someone the drill, but still haven't found a good excuse. Oh, okay. We're gonna be out of smoke on the next few people, aren't we? Yep. Okay. Drop these two. We'll leave it at that. And, oh, we're out of Gauss. Okay, so this is your loadout. We're out of Sonic Cannon, so this is your loadout. Oh yeah, because we have one extra guy. Do we have a single thermal taser on anybody on this craft? No, that's going to be a problem. You were missing a smoke grenade. That's interesting. Is there a... Hold on. Yes, there is. Okay. We also need the, Excuse me while I sit down. We need the MC reader here. So we'll probably be swapping... What is your weight before... Oh, not great. The other problem is I'm trying to keep flares around. But I'm probably just gonna have to pick a couple people and sacrifice those. Yeah, you had decent weight ahead of... Wait, no you don't. Well, I can get away with... Does anyone have good melee? Someone had like 50. Nobody here has like 50. I haven't seen a number higher than 40. Yeah, okay. So maybe not. Did I click... How did we get here? Weren't we at Vest? Yes. No. Okay, well you take this guy back. Whose gun did I steal? You. I actually don't think I stole Miggle's gun. I think we just ran out of guns to give to Miggle. And you don't have the melee we're looking for. I'll go ahead and give you this. I don't think I've ever listened to this full track. I just realized how late into it we are. Yeah, we can swap those out for you. Go ahead and give you this guy. And the next problem is that we need these. What do these weigh? 6? We can get away with that, actually. You think the melee guy died? Yeah, that's likely. Also could have been wounded. I think half of the team was injured by DPL last time. Well, more than one DPL, but you know. We might actually only need to drop one item for you to carry this guy around. That's close enough. You do not have the weight to play with this. I could give you one. You're doing not half bad. Also, we're out of medkits on a lot of guys, aren't we? We have a handful, but I'm not going to drop the medkit, because we're definitely going to run out. Yeah, and here we are. I'll probably go ahead and give you this guy, just to guarantee that we have one of them around. Okay. That's going to be the first, what, 10 minutes of stream? We're playing with loadouts. And then we're going to land, and it's not actually going to be nighttime, and... Did you throw my floor? Thank you, Cat. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and actually target the mission now. There shouldn't be a base in between here. It's definitely going to be nighttime. Production of Moray. I was just about to comment on this. Let's get you your Gauss cannon. Did I purchase a weapon for you? I mean, let's check on a craft, huh? No? No, okay. So we're gonna keep using Dupe for now? I don't think Squall... Can I get info on these guys? No. Give me 12. That's enough for 2 rounds. Also, can I quickly craft weapon? Squall? Squall. Yep. Really good range, not great damage. Not good accuracy, not good. So if the ammo was... Why would I ever use this? I mean, if this had double the ammo, maybe? Am I missing something? I don't understand. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. Production of... We didn't even get to the site and it's already done. That's good. It's also going to be upset that it doesn't have ammo. I know. Okay. Well, we get to do the artifact site. I wish. That's what I meant to give you. I don't think we have anything better. The hook is an interesting idea. The medkit is not actually a bad idea. Is this a fixed 10 time unit item? That's interesting. Drones carrying around medkits is something we can do. We are here. The real question is, can aliens see through walls with psi vision? Because if I can just sit here and do nothing, we're in good shape. But I somehow doubt that's the case. Ah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and learn. What do TWoTS do when shot by Gauss? Nothing at all. Oh no. The drone will be fine. However... Oh, I love it. That's great. Alright, do that again. Okay, so it takes like 5 to kill that guy. Wait, hold on. I mean, you're not all that... That's fine. It's fine. Squad leader. I feel like we already have one of these, don't we? Do I care? I mean, it's free stuff. Five units inside the craft, 0 units outside the craft. Well, we got one. Good job, team. I really hope people aren't wounded because of that. We also didn't lose 30-something dye grenades to those all going off at the end of the turn, which is good. Okay. Well, that's a good start to the month. I kind of figured that might happen. Not that we were getting through TWoTS easily anyway. And I don't think we need to. They don't have any sort of... They don't have a technician that we care about. We're still looking for lobstermen or armored gillmen. 65 melee? What am I looking at here? Is this an upgraded hook? Shouldn't be wounded from stun damage? So you technically shouldn't get wounded from stun damage, but if you saw the snowflake that showed up over whoever got hit directly by the shot, that means that you slowly take damage because you're super high on stun, I believe. So I don't know if that happens at the end of the turn or not, or if me leaving prevented anything like that. It doesn't even have better melee accuracy. It's not one-handed. It's not... I don't know. This is just an item that the aliens have access to. Okay, I would like ultra-dense materials. Wait, hold on. Can I just research this? I might have to research a couple of these. We might just be able to use the Jellyman weapons. Yeah, it happens with the same tick when units die or become unconscious from bleed damage. That would make sense. Which is kind of what I'd guessed, but... Also, how long does this take? This is going to take at least 5 days. Judging by our luck. We go back here, crew, nobody's wounded. So yeah, we're fine. Thermal taser, 14 days to make, or 14 hours to make 2 more. Bioflares we're in the process of making. Why am I making shrimp drones over here? Get over here. Yeah, we have a bunch of these guys. Send over, not enough storage space. Alright, we'll send 2 of them. TWoTS squad leader. Don't think this gives us anything useful. Because we already have molecular control from something else, probably a TWoTS. No, we have an Aquatoid commander, apparently. Interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Then if we go into here, Q. Have we already researched its corpse? Did I sell it? Can I not spell Tasoth? No? Okay. We can... What? Okay. Is it already queued? Is it on my screen? It's on my screen. Yep. Production of ammo, that's good. What did I want to do next? Hold on. Let me go take a look at you. Storage-wise... could be worse. It only unlocks alien containment. Well, the corpse dissections that you get from this mod for... I think it's some electronic components is what it's called. Is something that's nice to have, especially since corpses take up a lot of storage space. So I wanted to get the corpse queued so I could eventually do that when we see Tasoths more regularly. But apparently we've already been there and done that. And it's queued and I still haven't felt the need to do anything about it. But remarkably, we still have quite a few aquaplastics. Quite a few aquaplastics. How many can I send? 240. Okay, we don't need to send that many. Keep like 200 on base, send the rest over. What is another moray gonna cost? 150. That's not terrible. Do I need another moray? I don't know. I do kind of want two of them over here. Go ahead and transfer the Barracuda over. Hold on. Does this guy have... You do. Okay. Let's not send Nettie over to the other base. Equipment? What do you have? An X rifle? Yeah, you can take that with you. It's okay. We're gonna juggle some craft around. So you can head over there. You can head back over here. And I do think we make the third moray. We have more aquaplastics coming in. It's only going to take like 3 days. Oh, nope, there's dots and dupe. We don't have any spare torpedoes here. Where am I purchasing this? Nope, that's the whole base. Give me 2 and like 12, I want to say. Okay. So that'll be good. You probably want another 2 Gauss cannons? And the ammo? I mean, we need... not technicians. You need 5 units of this per cannon. We've made 10 already, so we'll probably put that up to 15, we'll say. That should be good. And direct awaiting shrimp light drones. That is good. I would like one of these on the craft. Apparently we only had... Alright, who's at the top here? Apparently we only had 1 exosuit to begin with. I was hoping we'd be up to 3 to replace the drone, so you're sticking around. Thermal taser, good. Go back to making flares. Yeah, this is another biolab specific thing. Things have moved around. Okay. Small, shallow. We do kind of need to do some of these missions. Do I shoot these down and gamble with... base defense missions? I don't know if it's really that big a deal. Well, no, MC is that big a deal. If I shoot down something like a Tasoth craft, it is probably over. Lobstermen is fine and might even be beneficial. I feel like we've already dealt with sharks once. Gillmen's fine, aquatoids will live. Advanced aquatoids are a bit of a concern. Armored gillmen are actually beneficial because of the engineer. Naga, not really a problem. Can Naga do land missions? It's an interesting question. I assume they can. I don't even know if you could restrict that. Yeah, we are not minus 700 in the month. I just don't know if I want to shoot it down or gamble with catching it. Pilot missing. You don't even have weapons, so we're gonna... not weapons. I wanted a guy. Alright, somebody down here. Brave Marksman is, I think, the best that we're gonna get here. So Danax, our new pilot. Lix is a decent option. Okay. I don't know why you would ever need a weapon, but you get one. You also probably want a couple die grenades so that you don't die instantly. I don't think this thing can land, but you can put equipment on it, which is funny. You can probably target, like, a... mission... well, no, because you still land. I'm trying to think. Is there a mission where your crew just spawn? I guess a base assault mission where you just have dudes that spawn in an elevator? And you can go ahead and patrol... and we have a second moray. I mean, fuel costs us nothing, so I can just, you know, do this real quick. It landed, okay. I just wanted you to fly the route real quick and make sure nothing was there. Do torpedoes. That's for engineering. Yeah, it's fine. Which means the other moray is gonna... I love it. Yeah. What do you mean defend... okay. The Indian Ocean, I believe is what that was. There's no perfect position for this guy. You're going right smack in the middle here. Base name, Indian Ocean. They won't find this one. And we want a single corridor. Which has the wrong graphic. Might be an update to the mod, I haven't actually looked at that. Uh-huh. Mori 2, you want the dupe weapons. Cool. Now we have almost full coverage. I know, once every couple months they destroy a base and we're back to a little hole. And I'm not paying the money to defend these, there's no way that happens. Are you... okay, hold on. This is why we have two morays. Not because we're able to shoot these down, but because these two morays will draw out... there's an alien base in here. So if I do this, it draws out the interceptor. You will be fine. Because this thing gets close enough for the Gauss cannon. And then we get to hit it. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is nighttime. But I do believe we already have loadout set up for this. We don't know what aliens these are. But I've wanted to hit one of these cargo ships for a little while. And this is pretty much the only base that's close enough to where we even have a chance. So we hope for the best here. I think I'm just going to leave the loadouts as is, and we'll drop the weapon type that we're not going to use. We have a Gauss weapon to spare. Here you go. You can actually carry another item. Go and do that for me. It's fine. You get a sonic cannon too. Just checking to see, because some people will be in the gym, which will give them a few extra points of strength. Supply ships can have whatever the leader equivalent is, or I think those are technicians, and a couple of... Well, okay, if it's Taste-Off, it's fully Psi. But things like Aquatoids, their technicians are psionic, so those will have Psi. The real question is this a threatening mission or not? Now this shouldn't be dangerous enough to where I can't just end the first turn. Gonna be very upset if something opens a door. Okay, we're fine. And we see nothing. Okay. Yeah, we still know nothing. Oh, this is the edge of the map. Okay. You're just gonna carry on this guy the whole mission? What are we looking at? Lobstermen. Who's got the MC reader? Miggle. This is just a soldier. Yeah. 70, 50. 115 melee accuracy. Okay, so we could take this really slow. There's not going to be Psi, but these guys are going to be near indestructible. There will be a technician somewhere, and we need a technician. At least there should be. And it's not like we're going to accidentally kill it by firing a stray shot. 29, 27, so you don't even have the time units for this. So you're just gonna throw another flare out to probably here, if you can? That's not quite what I was looking for, but it's close enough. Drones, I need you up on the roof, I know. You can get out of the way now. Let's tab through everybody and drop Gauss. Better shape now. Can you see this guy? You can see this guy. I don't think I trust you to hit this shot, but I'm gonna have you take it because I don't think you have the... you could try and throw. I need somebody to throw a flare out here. Go ahead and take the shot. You missed. Hit the side of the ship. I'll have you take a shot in a minute here. How... excuse me? Oh, never mind. See, how did you spawn with 40 time units? No, we were all carrying items at the start. Okay. That's a good enough flare ring. You step out of the way. See if you can hit a shot. Please. 24? Okay, so you're not going to get a chance. You are... So the reason I want exosuits here is because you guys have 1,000,000 front armor. Welcome. The artifact site was Taste-Off. And the first Taste-Off stunned all but 3 guys on the ship with one of the thermal shock launchers, because I was trying to see if it was resistant to Gauss. So we skipped that. Now we're doing a Lobsterman supply ship, and these do have technicians, right? Right? Because it'd be really sad if they didn't. Right, you... Actually, you might be able... yeah, you can throw. Get that out to there. Yeah, okay, so this is a mission we need to get done. It's nighttime, but they shouldn't have psi. I mean, they're durable, but that's... I mean, we have the sonic cannon, so, like... This is a corner, that goes on a fair distance. Okay. Flashbacks? Oh yeah, the Lobstermen were... The Lobstermen were the ones who threw the 2 or 3 sonic pulsers and wiped out 17 guys and a full set of equipment. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll leave this as our round of smoke. I don't think we can get any better flares out here. Okay. Well, here we go. Where is our friend gone? Out to here. Do not jump the camera around, please. Okay. We might have the exosuits poke their head in the roof. I don't know if that's worthwhile. These windows are probably more valuable. And that's not going to be super accurate firing through smoke. You could get an aimed shot, which still isn't super accurate. 50-some firing accuracy, yeah. Got one smoke out. Go ahead and give me... No, that's not worth it. There are other people in the back. Cool. Fire a more accurate shot. Ooh, don't like that gun. That makes the exosuit far less valuable. Going through here. Give me fungus. Can you pop a snapshot over there? Realistically, yes, but I don't think that's worth our time. Go ahead and hit this guy. Oh no. What do you mean 0? What? Haha. Okay. I mean, that's kind of where I wanted to go anyway. Uh-huh. So that's what we're doing, is it? Get low rolled? What do you mean 0? Hold on. What is their resistance to sonic weapons? I mean, a low roll puts us in, like, the... Okay, no, that's... Even at, like, 70% resistance. Okay. It's not completely unreasonable that we got 0. They do have 50 armor. And on the 50 damage scale, that puts you down to, like, what? 65? Which means even a little bit of resistance puts that under the armor. Okay, well, try again, please. We actually heard it this time. Look at us go. How many times will we shoot it with a sonic cannon? Well, that kind of depends on soldier accuracy. Okay, we're up to 2. Give me another scan. What has that done to this guy? Ah, we're doing fine. Okay, so this guy's dead. Now, 2 shots to put him bleeding, passing out, some combination is a problem. To the point where I might actually have one of you guys... Right, nobody here is good melee. Who is the closest to good melee? Where are you? You're at the door. Yeah, I'm gonna have you grab this guy. Throw that on the floor. We'll try our hand at this. The next concern I have is standing right here. Where's our other exosuit? 23, 22. Okay, so you're not going to be able to... Oh, you can't shoot him anyway because there's a roof over his head. Oh boy. Ooh, do lobstermen have thermal vision? Or psi vision? Or see-through smoke vision? Because that's going to be a problem if they do. You picked up items. You guys are still around the back side of the craft. Go ahead and get a... Let's get some people outside here. Throw 14. Not that you know of. Okay, that is... range? Are you kidding me? How? Whatever. That might make this easier than I'm giving... Or easier than I'm expecting it to be. Can you please throw all the way out to here? It'd be really nice to have one of these guys way out. Yeah, whatever. Way out there, and there's nobody in our corner here, right? Yeah, okay. This guy should bleed out, I think. There's like 1 point of stun damage before this guy passes out. If not, then... I don't really know. It should only see you first. You will probably live against... I haven't researched the sonic rifle, but it doesn't have that much damage output. We will find out. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Hi. What do you mean 4? Why do we see people who are inside? How do we see people who are inside? Why do they all have shard weapons? Okay, hold on. Who is this guy? I can't middle click on this guy. But somehow we see this guy. That's interesting. Can you shoot this guy without turning? Yes. Oh, we can... Why didn't I scan that guy? It's fine. There's no way... I mean, right? Like, these are all... It's a squad leader. I was gonna say, there's no way I just killed the technician. Ah, Lobster Man, you are... We're just gonna scan everything that we come across. Where are you? How are you here? Navigator. We need a technician. But we have found a navigator. UC3. 2, 1. You don't see this guy. With your luck, you likely did. Yeah. No, that's a reasonable statement. You have scanned both of them. This guy is definitely probably a soldier. This guy wandered in circles and then stared at our drone. This guy still had time units. Okay, well, we don't play around with lobstermen having time units, I guess. Go ahead and pop your... Okay, no, just put a shot up here. You missed. Okay, we probably will have a firing line on the roof firing aimed shots. Anyone who is marksman is going up here. It's a low bar, but it's one that not everyone passes. Wow. Yeah, case in point. Core. And I think that's everybody. Do you have marksman? No. Okay, everybody with marksman is on the roof. We're looking at the little M in stat strings. And that means the rest of you can fire wildly at this lobster man standing on the roof. That's more accurate than most. I do actually need you to get a little closer. You can head around this side. Oh, you see a guy? That's fine. That's probably not fine. It seems likely that this guy is going to have the time units to shoot back. Okay, but that's not quite in front. Okay. Go down a layer. You still see it. No, that's expected, though. Board diver. Do you have any weight? Maybe. Can you throw to here? Where? No, you can't. Try again. Yeah, you're fine. You can stand at the door. Again. Okay. Yeah, okay. You guys are gonna start heading around back here. And do we have... Yeah, that's enough smoke. Where are our smoke grenades? It looks like right here. It's not worth sprinting. You don't have any energy. Alright, well, they're both going to go off where I don't want them to be. Can you please throw? Thank you. Okay. This is how we're going to hold this down. Whoa. Okay. Hi. Not okay, not okay. Where is that guy? What are you? This is gonna be our technician. Of course. Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Okay. Where'd your guy run off to? Can you throw flares? I don't even know. So the problem is this guy's sitting on the roof. Yeah, sitting on the roof with a DPL. You're gonna run to here for me and throw a flare. And we're going to ignore the problem that has just popped its... Do you not have flares? You do not have flares. You couldn't throw them if you wanted to. Okay, well, please throw. That's better than we were before. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Go down a layer. You still see this guy. Alright, whatever. You are gonna fire an aim shot for me. Incredible. Well, at a minimum, I should probably shoot this guy once. And by that, I mean serial designation is going to try and shoot that guy once. Okay, that's a good start. Reader says, you tickled him. We'll see how that works out later. No line of fire. Okay, well. Oh, I'd love to use the drill, but this is doom. You see the guy on the roof. I'd really like this guy to get shot once. It's not okay. The other issue with lobstermen is they can probably fire the DPL point blank, huh? If you're lucky, you'll want to throw fists. That's a good point. Because I was gonna say, what if I did this? Range? Are you kidding me? Useless. What is your weight? 31? Okay, so you guys are all just useless. 33, 36. Mad Jackal might not be useless. Get out of the way for me. Okay. So you did actually hit this guy, but you got a 0 damage shot. You guys are gonna fire over here. Yeah, this is our navigator. Do any of you have weight? You have weight. Okay, so you're gonna throw something this turn instead. I need you to land a... Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, good. Oh, and you can get an aim shot off, too. Interesting. Well, we shot this guy twice. Yeah, they're known for straight up DPLing you in melee. That was the concern. This is a huge problem, actually, now that I'm looking at the people sitting on the roof here. But I'll wipe another squad, trying to get a Lobsterman technician. Uh-huh. Well, shoot this guy for me. Oh, that's right. We hope. You can't really get away with shooting this guy, can you? You're gonna have to run all the way out to here to fire a shot, which is then gonna veer to the left and kill... Yeah, okay, so we're not gonna play with that. You continue hitting around this side. Well, this is the part where we hope and pray. Hi, bud. Nice try. Who was that? Hey, good job. I'm still scared. By the way, did that even hurt you? No, it didn't. Okay. I don't really know who's off to the right here. Gonna need you to find out for me. Not our guy. Where did the technician go? Nowhere. Well, you might have a job to do. 24, 25. Alright, well, there's no meaningful difference. You all are going to start throwing thermal tasers until you get one this far. You didn't get one there. How close did you get it, though? Oh, that's on his path. That's fine. You now have a job to do. Best of luck to you. Can they see me if I sit along this wall here? I don't know. You also probably should get out of the way. I'd like the firing line to try and pick apart this guy. I don't know if that really helped. That might have made it worse. Okay, you can actually shoot. Yeah, I need you to back up. So, I kind of expected that might happen, but I also figured you're wearing armor. Armor with 110 rear armor. Armor with 100 and... no, hold on. You take more Gauss damage. Armor that takes 90% damage from sonic weapons. Against a weapon that does... that puts it at basically... what is the math there? Minus 13? A weapon that does 117 base damage. Ah, my mistake. Get high rolled. Well, there's no one in the way to stop these guys now. You could have high rolled, don't forget. No. We most definitely did high roll. Also, the drone... the drone with a thermal taser might be remarkably useful. I assume that just hits some garbage, yeah. Well, you're gonna get way out of the way. Do I trust this? 36. Yeah, and you just gotta get up here. 40, actually. You're not bad. There we go. Well, there's not all that much left to DPL out here. You actually have 2 charges. Who am I shooting? This is another navigator. Okay. Well, we hope and pray this guy comes down from the roof. Did he come down from the roof? Who knows? Okay, well, you all are gonna need to come out around this side. We need some people to try breaching. Who has the drill? And I'm gonna have you drop this here for the sake of safety. You don't have smoke. You technically have smoke. Can we get another... please? Thank you. Okay, so if you explode, we are going to just go ahead and kill this guy. Yeah, you guys are all here. You all are fine. Can you throw? How about now? Please? Okay, this guy just disappeared. Okay. Oh, man. We're back to the point of I could throw this far. Yep, you three are outside, you two are in here, you are stuck scanning things. We don't see anything. I don't want to get any closer than this turn, because it's going to take you a lot of time units to get to this guy. Then we have to hope we just go on melee each other. Do you have melee resist? Actually, you do. That's not terrible. Well, Lobsterman also might deal like 200 melee damage, but you know. We'll find out. Oh. Where'd our guy go? Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna go back down to the floor level. And you're gonna try and get all the way up to the wall. And then you're gonna fly straight up and hope for the best. I'm gonna have you run this. Give me a scan. Okay, so this is not quite what I was going for. But I can work with it. Throw me this thing out to, like, here. Keep moving. Can I get along this edge? This is probably the best spot to be at. I'm gonna move one of you guys over here. Three? Oh lord. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna assume a shard weapon is not valuable. I don't know who you are. You're a soldier. I don't know who you are. You're a soldier. Okay. Pistol's a soldier. Shard weapon's a soldier. This guy's gotta be a soldier. You moved. You haven't moved yet. You need 40. Do I trust you to not shoot our friends? Enough. Okay. You guys are all moving not so quickly. Both of you should probably go this way. Can you get to here? No, we're gonna keep funneling out and around the back. We're not playing with the detail if we don't have to. You are going to sit inside and pass around gear if we need. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens here. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, because we no longer have people over here forming a perimeter. Well, this is what I meant by you're gonna sit here and play with equipment. Can you get to the roof? Technically, yes. You might die anyway. Give me a scan. What do you mean you see nothing on the scanner? Where did our where did our technician go? It's gone. This dude's not even a problem. Can you go down again? No. Oh, and I don't have the people sitting on the roof to snipe you. You could throw if you had a hand free. To be fair, you guys can probably throw. No, not you. It's definitely not gonna happen. You can probably throw something up to the roof. Range, you're kidding me. Come on. That's good enough. You're the one who's bleeding, you're running inside, we can't really catch you. Okay, you're gonna go stand here. You need to get a little closer. You panicked. You are thinking about panicking. Just go straight for me. Oh yeah, Core lived. By chance. You can see this guy who's probably squad leader. Okay. So not a problem. I guess while we're here. Soldier, 3 wounds, 40-some health. Yeah, okay. I have no idea what to expect here. This guy could very easily turn the other direction and walk away. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, yes. Good, good. Come, come. Find this man. So your new job is to throw this to... I don't really know. Get it over here. Thank you. Can you get a snapshot on this guy? I don't know if it really matters. So, question. Am I lucky or am I immune to their melee? Fungus no longer among us. 21. Uh-oh. Both. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, hello. That didn't do shit. Oh no. That's only a hit in technicality, is... Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, this is not good. You are going to go... No, I need you to go down 2 layers. 1, 2. Look at this guy. Oh, just shoot it a few times. Well, I would, but I guarantee you that would kill it. Oh, no. Yeah. By the way, are you still alive? Oh, hi. Good job, Silver. I don't know how you, of all people, lived with the health value you got there. Your stuff is here. Okay, yeah, you're just gonna have to run inside. We haven't even researched the sonic pistol yet. We do have a hook, but I have a feeling that just insta-kill it too. Like, we're at the very, very beginning of having access to sonic stuff. We just started with the cannon so we could even go after lobsters. Yeah, I'm gonna be take a snapshot at this guy and miss. Now, I'm assuming we can do like 10 to 15 damage with one of these things. Combat knives, I think those all got blown up in the last incident. And I never bought more of them because I didn't think we'd actually need them. We used to have a couple sitting on the drones, but no longer. Also, I'm going to be honest, if I capture this guy, we might take him and leave. We'll see how the mission goes. But Miggle here might be babysitting the lobster man. Yeah, I need you guys to get as close as possible. Without actually getting it into its line of sight. Like here. Not that. Okay. It's fine. It can't see you, probably. Both of you might die. This is what happens when you aren't British. Do you have... No. Well, we're gonna see what happens. There is a reasonable chance this guy jumps off the roof. Oh, actually, you could... I feel like you're more likely to shoot our friends than anything. If you get to here, this is a good angle to fire at the guy way up on the roof. Okay, well, we tried. If this guy can see us... Can this guy see us? Yes, this guy can definitely see us. We might blow up. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see what this guy does. Oh, God bless the exosuit. You idiots! Surprisingly, you lived. Swing. Hit. Run. Swing. Hit. Okay, is this doing 6 damage every time? No, it's not. We are actually hurting it. You are in remarkably good shape, given the circumstances. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, melee attacks from behind should be more effective. Trying to figure out what I actually want to do. Yeah, run away. Can you get to here or pick a thing up and swing? They've got the same armor all around. I actually don't think that's true. I swear they had like 5 less on the back. It's about accuracy. Oh, that also makes sense, yeah. It also helps that we have a guy in front. I'd really love to shoot you. Okay, no, it's time to do math. We're looking at 57 health. And they do have slightly less rear armor. What is the resistance to sonic weapons on these guys? Am I gonna have to go through the game files? I think we're gonna go through the game files. Where are the game files? %. I don't even think I have stats for nerds available. We actually have to research a lobster man for that. Where are my rule sets? Give me, I want to say armors. We're just gonna assume lobster. Lobster man armor 0, lobster man armor 1, lobster man armor 2. Which one's Sonic? Oh, that's good. On laser. Okay, hold on. So it has 57 health and 50 armor on the front. Where do I see all of these at once? So I feel like it's probably number 5. It's either 0.3 or 0.5. Okay. So looking at this guy, you're looking at 65 base damage, aren't you? That's bad. That's really bad. It's kind of impressive that we've made it this far. So if we go ahead and hit 65, 1.5, minus 50. Oh, we can't even kill him in one hit. You want to talk about it, buddy? Okay, we're in good shape. Stats for nerds. I don't think I can do anything with this here. There's no right click, left click, middle click. I can't actually do anything with that. Okay. We are instantly in much better shape. I really needed you to do something about this guy. All of you are running around doing nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pop your head outside. Does that recover at least a little bit of morale? All these people are gonna continue panicking. I would love if you had a melee weapon. But alas, here we are. You're probably getting meleeed. You should run over to here. Actually, yeah, you genuinely should run over to here. I know. Somewhere is a drill. Actually, the drone can just pick up a gun and blast somebody and then put it back down again. Yeah, if you load the skirmish mode and check, that's another easy way to do it. That's one of the ways that I get technology images for videos, because you have access to the full UFOpedia there in skirmish. You might die. The rest of you are going to continue causing problems. Stop shooting me. Good. Okay. Where's the drill gone? Can you turn to your right? Thank you. You have nothing. You have a gun. Thank you, sir. Okay. Priority 1. Medkit. I'm gonna need you to shoot once, then move. 3. Please don't stand up. Okay, it's still sleeping. Heal the technician? Yeah, no, that's... We're on it. This guy should have taken... Well, I don't even know if that's true. This dude could have taken 3 damage and could stand up next turn, or this dude could have taken 50 damage and be at 7 health and never be coming back. So your life is just going to be spent here. That's not the drill. That's not the drill. Are you standing on the drill? That's not the drill either. Who knows where the drill went? The drill might be right here. It's gonna be back here. The drill. That's sad. It's fine, we'll just shoot this guy. Actually, we could hit him with a stun. Well, is it gonna do anything? I don't think... What do you mean you see this far? That's kind of scary, actually. I don't trust you to shoot here. You should get a little closer for me. Okay. Oh, you can just do this. Yeah, we can work with that. Okay, that should roughly roughly recover our morale. We're gonna need to take thermal tasers back to the craft. Miggle's new job is gonna be to stand here in a corner with this thing. Okay, what turn? 12. That's not terrible. We might still have this. You could just snatch it and run. That was my thought. The problem is half of our crew died outside, so we can't just turn around and leave. Love me an elephant scream. Yeah, that is what that sounds like. Okay, well, Drone, you're gonna head over to here. We are absolutely just gonna juggle this. So you're all fine for now. That's really interesting. Exosuits might break lobstermen. Like, if we get 5 of these guys, and we just walk up to every lobsterman we find. That's like 90% an actual elephant sound. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, and the Lobster Man will be sitting in this corner surrounded by 3 people with thermal tasers for the rest of the mission. Well, probably 2. I don't think I have the manpower for 3. Yeah, we'll see what I do here. We just kind of need to get back into position. You head over here. You... Jackal. No, we kind of want you. You're coming with. There are plenty of tasers on the floor of the craft. You have terrible melee. What is Miggle's melee? 26. Does anybody have not worthless melee? We're looking at 30 plus. Technically, that's not worthless. Okay. So Kalavac is going back to the craft with the Lobster Man. What does it weigh? 45. So a lot. The exosuits might become less effective. Shard weapons, strip armor. Yeah, and they can... Plain sonic weapons can just kill them, but if I walk up to the Lobsterman and it tries to use melee, especially if we give the exosuits a drill, we're in incredibly good shape there. Plus, we're in the process of researching the chainsword, although we might immediately pivot to the Lobsterman technician. I just have a feeling there's also going to be a resource grind behind all the armor, so we might want the chainsword anyway. Jackal, no melee. Rizzy, no melee. Yeah, so you head this way. And you head over here. It only took 4 guys to deal with this one Lobster Man. And I don't think this guy... We've... yeah, okay. No, we have lost front and rear armor. I thought it was only rear. Still in better shape than most, but not great. The other thing to note, melee. The exosuit takes 75% incoming melee damage. So this still could be pretty good. Okay, we're gonna leave you 3 here. Well, you gotta pick this guy up. Okay. I think Core is gonna escort this guy back. Okay. You don't even have weapons on you. Alright, grab this guy. Run as far as you can. I guess just... No, you probably should just walk. Drop this guy on the floor. Okay. Calivac, go ahead and put this guy in your bag. Follow. You should move first. There is a guy out here. Okay, hold on. There's a guy out here with a sonic rifle. One of the navigators. Just remembered that. We might take you and... Oh, Silver. Would you like to get your revenge? You two can set out to work on that. Should probably... Honestly, can you throw this? Nah, that's not going to be useful. It's probably fine. You should put this guy on your belt. Can you go this way? Okay, you just fly a tile up. That'll be fine. We've dropped enough smoke up here to where we're not really in danger. Drone. Scan. There's one guy over here, probably. Juggle this guy up to here. Apparently that's the fastest way around the rock. Okay. And you're up a tile. Okay. Well, we got 5 guys in a drone. There is a drill. We will see what happens. Hi. Damn it. Well, shoot it again. Oh. This is the guy with the pistol. Keep trying. Yeah. Elephant scream. Okay. Get me a scanner here. There are so many lobsters inside. 14. Grab this guy. Get him inside. That's probably going to be good enough. Put you here. Yeah, not having him in the corner means it's easier to get behind. So we can get flanking off. And you should get out of the way. Thank you. You will be grabbing this weapon. Put that on your... Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay. And you. This is exactly who I was looking for. Well, back to where we started. You missed. Yo. Okay. Yeah, do this for me. Well, at least we know where this guy's at. You don't have time units. Okay, well, we'll find out what this guy's doing. The drill is right here. Ferry that closer. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about this guy. I don't know how much else is outside. There's not too much space here. We just need to clear out the inside of this guy. Oh, actually, Miggle. Oh, you're just a soldier. You haven't even been shot. Their morale isn't even close to going down, so we're gonna have to deal with the full brunt of this. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. You guys are in a decent-ish position. The exosuit over here would still be really nice for the thermal vision. Get us our last smoke out to, like, here. Please? Please? Yeah, it's fine. That's close enough. Yeah, okay. Oh, you lived. Good job. Wait, how many of you are there? There's so many lobstermen outside. That's the navigator. You, belt, gun, step outside, please. Your services are needed. Look at that, guys. Big damage. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. What's it cost? 15, 30... Exosuit the MVP. Yeah, no, that's really impressive because there's only 67 front armor. Okay, well, that's cute. Let's try and do more than 1 damage this time. That's a bush. You did more than 1 damage to the bush, I'll give you that. Do you see both of them? You do see both of them. Do you have any smoke grenades at all? Yes. Can you throw them to here, please? Uh-huh. So you should probably be able to see this guy. Okay, you're gonna scan. You're gonna drop this guy. You're gonna fire an aimed shot. And you're gonna miss. You're in trouble. I mean, it's this thing. There's probably more accurate technical term. Not even technical term, it's a real name. But it's also definitely longer than bush. Yeah, you didn't do anything. You can see somehow. Yeah, we're in great shape right now. What do you mean you see a third? Oh no. Yeah, we might try and leave. That's another squad leader. This is terrible. Oh, we have no smokes. Okay, you're the guy with smoke. Yeah, that's not good. Can you throw this at the roof for me? Thank you. Yeah, run back along here. I know. Don't know what you're shooting. Can you hit this guy? Line of fire. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. 39. It's coral. They're animals, barely. Interesting. So I still don't know what I want you to do. Do you have... No, you don't. I kind of want you to just gamble on that guy firing a... Okay, so we missed again. Yeah, we'll play this game. Hopefully this guy goes somewhere else. You do have smoke. This smoke should cover us. You see the guy on the roof who I'd like you to not see at the end of the turn. And we're not playing around with anything other than aimed shots, so that's gonna have to cover us. Wait. You only got one guy with that. I can't complain. Where's our one lot? You should invest into heavy Gauss weapons. Yeah. Do they do anything to lobster? Well, you two managed to live, which I'm not all that upset about. Okay. Yeah, it seems like a decent idea to leave. What equipment are we leaving behind? Sonic cannons. The ammo's more valuable than the weapon itself. Good job, bud. Well, if they may or may not only take 30% damage from Gauss weapons, the Lobstermen. Yeah. I mean, if they're at like 200 damage, you can strip armor with Gauss. That isn't a terrible... Well... If it has built-in stripping, that could be nice. If it doesn't have built-in stripping, then I don't know if I care. Shard weapons are going to be better than Gauss. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you standing at the door can just take a shot at this guy for me. Did that do anything? It did an okay amount. Take your one snapshot. Does that do 0? We love doing 0. Is your rear armor still the highest? Yes, it is. Alright, so you can just run away. Yeah, we're gonna turn around and leave. Actually, no, hold on, we need this drill. And I do mean need, because we don't have any more. You, standing way out here, get me an aimed shot. Is that another 0? No, you just missed. You doing anything? No, shoot this guy. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna leave a bunch of stuff behind. At this point, the technician can't possibly be worth... Or the technician has to be worth more than a bunch of sonic cannons and other manufactured equipment. We didn't take our Gauss weapons, so those aren't not going with us. Ooh, no. You panicked. Of course you panicked. This guy's still up there on the roof? Yep. Is that a 0? How? How do we keep doing 0? You're definitely going to shoot the exosuit. Nope. Can you... We don't have any smoke down anymore is our issue, actually. Bro. Yeah, vulnerable to stun and melee. That's what we're gonna have to deal with. You panicked for me. You are going to continue firing at this guy. Okay. No, you actually did something, I think. Yeah, well, you're gonna take the opportunity to throw another smoke. This time you landed it. Can you see this guy? No? Can you shoot this guy anyway? You're like one tile away from being able to shoot this. Nope, you're not. Okay. That's our #1 problem for the time being dealt with. You have terrible morale. You might be okay. It's not what I wanted to see. Ran up, fired, and missed. Okay. You didn't panic this turn. You need to run. I guess you need to walk. No med kit. No med kit. What's your wound at? 3? Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, we have to do something about that. Well, actually, I guess you can just live for a couple turns. You see the guy. You don't see the guy, but you can shoot the guy. You cannot shoot the guy. Can you shoot the guy? Great. At least you got some damage off. We definitely did a good chunk of damage to the lobster man laying on the floor of the craft. Do you have... You do. Okay, so next turn you'll run up and you'll use the medkit. Can you get inside? Not quite, but you can get pretty close. You should probably not stand next to this guy, but we'll see what happens. Right, and looking at it, yeah, we're fine. For now. I would like to ferry some of the sonic weapon ammo from the roof. We'll see what we do with that. Okay. And we're going to leave no less than 2 people on the technician. So this is just how it is. You can give me a scan, though. What's this guy up to? Soldier took 3 damage, but, I mean, like, who cares? You don't have any smoke, and you should probably run this way. Is there anything here? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we should have control of this region pretty comfortably. But anything more is not happening. You have the drill, you do have the drill. It would also help a lot if it wasn't nighttime. Okay. You... Nothing. Grab this guy. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Who knows where the technician wound up? You go inside. You don't even have the time units for this. Okay, so you're running to here. You are going over here. Already in better shape. Does that help morale? I don't know if I trust you. Drop this. Yeah, you move this way. You continue to be a sentry. Do we see this guy? Nope. Oh, you're out of ammo too. Heal this guy for 1, go inside. Okay, I've hit the button. We lost another 10 guys this mission. But this time we got a technician. 12 points. Yeah. You guys got some good stats. Yeah, lobstermen. So it's nice that we have access to a supply ship, but I don't know if this is the supply ship we really want to farm. Incredibly valuable. Yeah, it's not negative. 16... Yeah, this is why I was a little sad about leaving the sonic weapons behind. Medkits are fine, disturbance sensors are fine, we lose those regularly. And... yeah. I mean, to be fair, this isn't terrible. This is upsetting. Purely because of how it happened. Yeah, and then this guy leaves. Okay. Production of bioflare, good. What do we need? We actually need a few Gauss rifle clips thinking about it. Give me some of those so you're doing something. We'll come back in a day or two. Armor. I don't know if I care. What else are we looking to make here? Oh, we need our 2 suits of armor. Bionic and hybrid. I don't remember cloning electronic. Okay, something tells me the hybrid armor is the one that I want. General equipment? Hybrid armor, yes, this is the one that I want. Go ahead and queue up 3 of these guys. These are a bit too expensive still. Well, we have 3 cloning. This stuff isn't half bad. It's just significantly better than what we're already using. And is this dual media or no? I don't remember. Either way, it'll be nice to have. You guys, and we're back at base. Okay. 5, 6, 6. Lab, what are we in the process of doing? Ultradense materials, I'm gonna let you finish this. But this right here is instant next. Dual media. Okay, that's good. Interrogated an engineer, which gives us alien learning arrays, which gives us things that we have needed for over a year now. Because, like, I mean, yeah. Have we not researched this guy? No. Haven't researched this guy. Synonium... A high navigator. Okay. No, I can't complain about that. Wait, we need a lobsterman navigator. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Interrogated engineers leads to learning arrays, leads to ion beam accelerators. It only depends on the learning arrays, which gives us real armor. And ion weapons is what? That's cool. Okay. No, this is hybrid fighter, ion beam, hybrid interceptor, hybrid transporter. Like, this is, we need the... Okay, if we survive the month, we're in good shape. Really good shape. Assuming, of course, I have enough things to make things. Okay, I'm not going to do the next mission, but I'm going to let time pass. Large, very deep. Hi, buddy. Where are you going? I have a feeling you're leaving, aren't you? No, you're not. You're more interested in sonic weapon manufacturing. That's true. This is gonna spawn a terror mission. There's no way this doesn't spawn a terror mission. Gonna be a huge fan of the Sonic Sniper. Interesting. I didn't even know that existed. Really? The best would be freeze weapons. Yeah, no, that does make sense. Large airborne. So, I'm expecting this guy to spawn a terror mission. Like, fully expecting this guy to spawn a terror mission. It's over here somewhere. Do we have the crew for this? Welcome to the team. Did we blow up all our... Hold on a second. I don't need to save the game, it's fine. It's been like 3 missions. We blew up all our rookies. Oh, Lord. Man, you're gonna check the Gauss claims. Yeah. I mean, if the Gauss weapon does like 200 damage, it is gonna be comparable to Sonic. Even 30% versus 50%. Because it's just such a big number. But if it's not up in like the 200s, you're gonna suffer. Now, if it has armor penetration to any degree, that could also put it on par with the Sonic weapon. Even if you're just chipping through. I mean, you'd get like... Yeah, no, if it has armor penetration, it could be better. Or on par. The file said Gauss does 30%. So unless that's a different Lobsterman armor. I mean, I can actually just... I'll pull up the skirmish here and take a look at Lobsterman. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna need more rookies anyway. That means... Okay, first off, where is this? Yeah, no, okay. So that means that I need to do a whole round of recruiting, so we're just gonna save. Not how I expected to progress, but I'm very happy that we got this done. Since we're on the subject, survey ship, Triton, Lobsterman, yeah, that's fine. No, that's not fine. I actually need to put... Well, do I need to put things on here? I want the... MC reader. Right. Yep, okay. And then we go ahead and hit OK. Alright, that's good enough. Can we see a guy, please? Hold on, what's debug mode? I feel like I turned this on at some point so I could play with mods. Control D? Ah, hello, buddy. Gauss beam is 40%, okay. You're testing on beginner. If you have the appropriate setting. Yeah, I was playing with mods at some point, so I have this on here. Yeah, these are the numbers we expect melee. The knife might still be lethal to a Lobsterman. Beginner. Oh, stats do change on difficulty, don't they? This is a smaller number? Hold on. Oh, I haven't seen him yet, so I can't. That's fine. There's one dude. Okay, so you're saying go check Superhuman. Alright, well, we're not gonna spot it. Hello? Lobsterman? One Lobsterman way over there. Okay. Doesn't look like it's changed those numbers at all. Get this guy a little closer so I can actually see him. Oh, that's cool. That's what I needed. Lobsterman Soldier 1 million. Yeah, these are the numbers. So unless the article is lying, which I don't know if this is written out in a file somewhere, if it pulls this directly from the armor stats. I would assume it's directly from the armor stats. None of these are what I wanted. You don't need these as a player. I'm reading these as a player. Here we go. So is this what I care about? It says Gauss beam is 40%. This is the bottom of the article here. Interesting. Oh, it's really useful that they give you this stuff in here, too. It's nice. List order. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, a 10% difference. If it is only a 10% difference, then Gauss is somehow usable against them. Let me go pull up the file again. Is it still open? It is still open. Okay, so if we look at AP, Incendiary, High Explosive, Gauss, Sonic. Lobsterman 1, Lobsterman 2. So it is 30% for... So there's 3 sets of Lobsterman armor. You have 0, 1, and 2. For Lobsterman armor 1, it is 40% on Gauss, but for the other 2, it's 30%. Actually, no. Yeah, no, that's... So we're looking at the first one. So it depends who uses the second armor sets. Do I still have the mod open? So the other thing I can check can be repurposed for lobsters, you guess? Yeah, I just need to check and see what unit is using what armor. Bounce back over to here. Give me rule sets. Give me units. You can't see me navigating files on my computer. I guess I could put VS Code on. Lobster man. Control F? Thank you. Okay. Lobster man, yeah, in the files, less health, more armor. I see. Oh, so this is vanilla armor values. Wait, that means I need to pull up the vanilla files. Which means I need to bounce all the way back to... I think it's under standard XCOM 2. Here we go, units. Let me go back to Lobsterman here. So Lobsterman Soldier uses armor 0. Lobsterman Squad Leader is armor 0. Technician uses armor 1. Navigator, armor 1. Commander uses armor 2. Okay, so anything higher than a Squad Leader... There's no other... Yeah, so anything higher than a Squad Leader only takes 30% damage from Gauss. Heavy Gauss does 100 damage. Well, hold on, I have UFOpedia here, don't I? XCOM weapons. Give me... No, XCOM equipment. Rifle, sniper, autogun, heavy Gauss. So heavy Gauss is 100 right here. Gauss sniper rifle is 95, so this isn't going to cut it compared to the cannon. Because you cut this down to 40%, you're barely getting through armor. Snap, aim, info, give me the ammo. Clip size 5, so that's not going to save us. Yeah, I want... Okay, thank you. Heavy Gauss, well, give me the clip. Clip size 10, so Sonic's always going to be better. If we can manufacture Sonic now, then we're probably going to stick with that. The auto gun. This is... an interesting weapon. Clip size 20. does it compare to the rifle? It's less damage than the rifle. Okay. Well... yeah, I don't think the Gauss comparison's gonna hold up. If it was the same damage number or higher, it'd be nice. Like, 150 on Gauss would still hurt lobsters. But in this case, it doesn't look like it's gonna do what we want. Can I get info on this guy? Hit 12. What is your base time unit count? A lot. Gauss autoguns just spray and play at close range. Is this a test game? Yeah, we're in debug mode, so we can look at Lobster Man stats. We were looking at what his resistances were to Gauss, and comparing it to other Gauss weapons. We got a Lobster Man technician after you died, and then we left. So, plus 12 points, we're still minus 700 right now. But yeah. I also, we need we need more recruits. I have to go fix the Discord bot. So yeah. Do I take... I have nothing going on today. I'm gonna spend today trying to rework the Discord bot, so get your stats checks in now for those of you who are here. I'm gonna go with Gauss is not worthwhile. If we have access to Sonic manufacturing, then we're just fine. We can just skip it. But if we don't, then we're gonna need a solution to Lobstermen, and I'm hoping the Chainsword or something similar will be that for us. Oh, I probably should take a look at the Chainsword, shouldn't I? I'm gonna research it anyway, but it... yeah, let's take a look. $200? What? Okay, this thing's gotta take resources that... this thing is not going to be plentiful, is it? Man, weapons like the thermal shock launcher are very effective. That is also true. You kind of have to put them down after you stun them, though. Wait, okay, hold on. These things can cut through UFO hulls, or USO hulls in this case. Is there any sort of a damage bonus? No. 150% terrain... yeah, okay, so these things are just insane. The hybrid armor and a chainsword... I mean, the hybrid armor in any melee should be able to shred the lobsterman, but this especially. Chainswords are actually really bad in melee. They're good shovels, though. Okay. That's interesting. One-handed penalty 75, full melee accuracy. Yeah, how does that compare to the other drills? Laser cutter? Yeah, this is the other thing. Hold on. It's not called a drill, as much as I'd love to type in drill. Lance? No. Thermal? No. What am I thinking of? Vibro. It's under alien equipment. It's under alien equipment. I'm special. That's good. Alien technology. Let's try this again. What? Technology, craft, artifacts, aquatic artifacts. Me reading. I was looking for alien artifacts. We have the vibroblade. Okay. Question. Melee accuracy, it's still 100%. If I go thermic lance, heavy thermic lance. So yeah, I did actually know the names. The melee accuracy goes down. Time units... the chainsword looks better than the other two lances, though. Like, I think the vibroblade, especially for lobstermen when they take double damage, is really good. But anything past that... I don't think the thermic lance or heavy thermic lance are all that good. I think the chainsword beats them out. It has 100% accuracy. Are these one-handed weapons? No. Okay, no, the fact that they're one-handed is something. The vibro knife, yeah, I did see that pop up. So that's probably the melee weapon we're gonna want. Okay, so we're just gonna have to look at the vibro knife. I don't know. Chainswords or shovels? Okay. Interesting. So we'll have to play with that. Those are gonna be really like we probably. Oh, we need more scientists in lab space all of a sudden. This is a good space. This is a good spot to be in. But yeah, that's gonna be stream. I would. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and figure out the Discord bot over today. Issues: you need strong melee fighters and good armor. Yeah, so that's the other. So when I commented earlier that you could just walk up to lobstermen in exosuits and hope that they swing at you in melee, the fact that they swing at you in melee means you could also take something like a knife along and train your melee against them. Which means you could have really, really good melee training opportunities against lobstermen. Now, the time unit nerf is kind of a problem, but we'll figure that out. But at this point, I don't even... What am I looking for? At this point, I probably do armor? I'll look at the tech costs. Better craft would be incredible. Better armor would be incredible. Sonic weapon manufacturing would be incredible. Like, we need all of these, and I don't know if any of them's particularly better if at this point it's preference. Like, we need a better... We probably want better craft. I think that should be our priority, because then we actually get more missions, which even if we don't do a perfect job at, will make the game easier. And at that point, we pick between weapons and armor based off what's more useful. Like, if I can just research sonic weapon manufacturing, get good items, we're in good shape. With knives, that is... Well, the lobsterman swings back. People would still have to be in exosuits, but that is a possibility there. Interesting. But yeah, that's going to be stream. I need to... Well, I'm going to need to fix up the Discord bot so we can recruit more people next time. We need another round of rookies. But yeah, thank you all for watching. That's been stream. I'm hoping to do another Wednesday stream and another Saturday stream, and then we'll be moving to Saturday after that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.